Hey everyone, Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys a new album review, and today we're going to be looking into the latest release from Lacuna Coil entitled Delirium, if I'm saying that right, which actually came out today through Century Media Records. Now, for anybody who aren't familiar with Lacuna Coil, they're a kind of gothic metal band from Italy. They've been around since like the mid to late '90s. And this band's noted for having like two vocalists, or male and female, which is of course Andrea Ferro and Christina Scabbia. And for me, I mean, this album I was really impressed, honestly, considering I barely listened to Lacuna Coil. I mean, mainly their first couple records, such as like the Half Life EP or even Connolly's or even Karma Code, which honestly I thought that was their last album. And when it came to this album, I mean, I first heard a preview, I was like, damn, this actually sounds heavy. I mean, especially for them, I wouldn't expect them to go to this heavy. And when I heard the first single they put out, I think it was about a month ago, called "The House of Shame," I was like, wow, I think this is the best song I've heard from them in like years. And then I heard the album came out today, and I didn't get the album yet. I decided I wanted to find it on YouTube to listen to it before I buy it to see if I like it. And when I did, I was like, wow, this is pretty much like this is probably the best Lacuna Coil has sounded since probably Karma Code, and it's just really surprised. I pretty much dug it. I mean, it's pretty much kind of like has sort of like the older style of Lacuna Coil, but also has some like newer stuff. Almost like the similar gothic metal that they're sound that they are known for, but also has quote kind of like a metalcore type vibe to their sound. But they're not like like I know that sounds weird, but that's just me. But yeah, let's dive into this track by track. Now the album opens up with "The House of Shame," the first single I've heard, and this was the song I was impressed by. The sort of like that was the first taste of new Lacuna Coil, and this is pretty much the best song I've heard from them in years. Like I just said, a really impressive song. It's a good way to start off this album, and then we go into "Broken Things," which for me kind of almost has that metalcore type vibe, or kind of like gothcore, I should really say. I thought it was interesting. Then we get to the title track Delirium, which this song kind of reminds me of like classic Lacuna Coil sound, similar to like Connolly's or Karma Code. It's just very dark and just very brooding. Blood, Tears, and Dust, which the intro kind of starts off kind of very electronic-y intro, and this song just sounds very atmospheric. And I really love there's a good guitar solo on this song. There's like very few guitar solos, and this one I think pretty much stands out. Um, Downfall, which is a pretty good song. It's kind of a slower song, and this song is mostly sung by Christina. And she does a pretty good song. I mean, Andrea comes in like midway through it, but most of the song is mostly Christina, which is I think is pretty cool. It take Me Home, which is a very spooky type song. It sort of begins with some kids singing like a nursery rhyme. It just kind of sounds very spooky and just kind of has an eerie vibe to it. I love this song a lot. Then we get to the next song on the album is "You Love Me 'Cause I Hate You," which just sounds very sinister sounding. It just has very dark. And this album, I feel like Delirium is just a very dark album, and it's pretty awesome. I have to say, I keep saying awesome a lot. Then we get to the next two songs, "Ghost in the Mist" and "My Demons." Similar to "Broken Things," has that kind of gothcore type thing to describe it almost, with sort of like Andrea's screams over Christina's singing. It's just those two songs are really good. Claustrophobia. It's pretty much another old school sounding thing Lacuna Coil track. It's just a very powerful song. Pretty much one of the standout songs on this album. And of course, then the album closes with Ultima Ratio, which has a bit of sort of like electronic parts in there, and there it's just sort of like has some good vocal work from Christina and Andrea. It's a pretty strong way to end this album. Now, overall, Delirium by Lacuna Coil is a really good album. I was impressed. I think this is a step up from their last couple albums. I'm definitely going to pick this album up when I get the chance. So yeah, if I were to give this album a score, I'd probably give this like probably an 8.5 out of 10. I was like, wow. Now, I think this band pretty much stepped up their game. So yep, that's my review of the new Lacuna Coil, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Keep it metal.